Speculation around Verstappen's future resurfaced this week when team advisor Marko, speaking to Sky in Germany after Red Bull's struggle in last Sunday's Bahrain GP where the Dutchman finished 6th, said he was concerned that the four-time champion could leave unless they managed to improve their car. Verstappen's Red Bull contract runs for another 3 years to the end of 2028, but is widely believed to contain performance clauses that could theoretically allow an earlier departure in certain circumstances should he wish. But asked about what lay behind Marko's comments in Thursday's drivers' press conference ahead of this weekend's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Verstappen said, "I don't know, to be honest. I just keep working, keep trying to improve the car. Bahrain wasn't a great weekend for us. I think we were all pretty disappointed with that. We just keep on trying to improve the car, come up with new ideas to try on the car. The competition is tough. That's how I go about my weeks, just trying to improve the situation." And in a playful response when asked if he was therefore not thinking about leaving Red Bull, Verstappen responded, "Just focus on commentating, I'll focus on driving, and then we don't need to think about any other scenarios." Verstappen, who has regularly been linked with Mercedes and Aston Martin over the past 12 months, added about the speculation, "A lot of people are talking about it, except me. I just want to focus on my car, work with the people in the team. That's the only thing that I'm thinking about in F1 at the moment. I'm very relaxed." Verstappen also addressed why his manager, Helmut Marko, had been seen in heated discussion with Marko in the Red Bull garage after the Bahrain race. "To my knowledge, I think they were having just a conversation about everything, which I think is allowed," said Verstappen. Now, if someone speaks up on it, people can always see it in their own way, how people are discussing things. I think we were all left frustrated with the result and the things that went wrong during the race, and I think that's what my manager Raymond and Helmut spoke about. And even Christian Horner came along as well, so they all had a conversation. Verstappen and Red Bull experienced a tumultuous weekend in Saudi Arabia on F1's visit to the country last season, when the Dutchman called his own future at the team into question. Amid suggestions at the time that Marko was on the verge of leaving, Verstappen made clear that the continued presence of the veteran Austrian at the team was crucial for his own 13 months on. Asked on Thursday about the current state of the internal situation at Red Bull, Verstappen said, "I am happy. I'm just not very happy with our car. But that, I think, goes for everyone. We all want to be better. I think there is no secret about that. So that's what we are trying to improve." Despite the off-track tension at the time, Verstappen ended up comfortably winning last year's Jeddah race during the period when Red Bull remained F1's quickest team. McLaren have long since usurped them, with the form of Red Bull's RB21 car fluctuating in the pack, also containing Mercedes and Ferrari behind so far this season. But Verstappen is still just 8 points adrift of Lando Norris in the early drivers' standings, although Red Bull have nonetheless acknowledged they need to quickly improve their package to consistently fight for wins. Asked if he could still fight for a record-equaling 5th successive world title if the car did not improve, Verstappen insisted, "I'm not thinking about that, I just go race by race. Hopefully it will be better than Bahrain. If we can be a bit in the middle of the two, I think we can already be happy with that, and we just move on." It's no surprise that following Max Verstappen's struggles so far this season, there has been intense speculation surrounding his future with Red Bull. Following the Bahrain Grand Prix, where the Dutchman finished 5th after a demanding race of car and technical issues, former Formula One strategist and Sky Sports analyst Bernie Collins has put pressure on his decision, which she expects could be made ahead of the 2026 regulation changes. The performance from the squad this year has been of stark contrast to that of previous recent seasons where, in 2023 especially, they showed complete dominance. This season, however, sees Verstappen retire himself from the championship battle, with reports teasing that Verstappen could indeed trigger his exit clause, releasing him from the contract he holds with Red Bull until the end of 2028. This decision is massive. What you think about Max Verstappen? Red Bull driver responds to Helmut Marko remarks suggesting concern over his future at team. Like and comment below.